So in your experience, like how are companies becoming premium companies? And is it just like, oh, I'll just wait and let the market tell me what my company's worth? Like there's a cost to not doing some planning and strategic preparation. Like where do you see a company needs to focus on? What are some of the areas that they need to be mindful of when they're becoming a premium company in whatever industry that they're in? So,
Well, I think one of the first things is, do do you have a thing? A lot of people have a lot of things they do. But if you were to say, so what is it that, why does somebody want you as a business, right? If you're an intense commodity, well, that's okay. But what's the commodity that you do, and defining yourself? I think in our world, just so you know, we sold these coffee bags, right? That's what we did. Okay. Now, and on the back of them, some people see there's a little belly button. You squeeze it, you smell the coffee. So that really that now what you could do in that market is I could jump out, and I'm just using examples. I could say, oh, I sell coffee, and you know what? And I'm going to sell cups. But now you're a cup of coffee bag, and is that what you are in the market? Well, that's a big difference, because just within the minuscule nature of these two different things, somebody wouldn't want to buy a company that does this who also did this.
right.
They're just different markets. Cups go this way, bags go to roasters. And what we had to come to the conclusion was there enough of a market out there within just the coffee bag folk to build a value? Or did we have to go out and do this to get value? Well, the thing that we learned was, as you got to know the business, you realized the guys and gals selling cups were also selling stirrers, napkins, ketchup. They were selling all the crap that you can imagine lying around a cup in a store. So now this is just, you might as well be on a whole different playing field. You can't marry these two unless you're willing to invest. Effectively, you need to have two big companies that are separated out. So what we tried to do was say, okay, we think there's enough of a market. We stuck right into specialty coffee. And then I had thankfully had experience in the market where I knew another thing. I'm not going to get Starbucks. It's not going to happen. That I don't have the oomph. I don't have the infrastructure as a company to service an account like that. If I got it, I would have lost it. Their expectation would have been greater than what I could have performed. So what am I doing? I'm grabbing, I'm grabbing what is, a tiger by the tail. I can't hold on. And what's happening now? They are completely controlling me. And they're probably going to chew up most of my resources. So now all my time is spent towards them. And all that has to happen is one little mistake, and I'm boom. And it's very common that you will see, they used to call it the Walmart effect. And that was in our market, all of a sudden you get the big contract at Walmart and you're like, man, oh man, I'm going to sell more, whatever it is, dog food to Walmart or some great snack. Walmart comes in, you're pumped. They give you a contract. You run out and you buy some equipment, and now you're packing away. Now you are Walmart's, slave. They say, cut the price a penny. You're like, well, all my business is tied into, I'll do it. Now you're caught, and we'll talk about this a little later, but you're caught in this trap where your price is being forced down. And at best, you're going to hold your cost even.
Right.
And anybody who looks at that, who is smart, who's going to buy something, and most people are smart because they're spending their money. Well, there's idiots out there, but let's assume they're not idiots. They're going to look at that and go, so 80% of your business is tied into one account, and that account's price is driving down. And then I'm going to say, who is the account? Walmart. And then what's everybody going to go? Oh my God, you're no longer Mark Howley, pet food guy. You are Mark Howley, subsidiary of Walmart.